What's going on, everybody? Figure it's time for a cigar talk. I'm already lit for my second one of the morning. I like to get out here and smoke as many of these as I can before my day, excuse me, gets too hectic. So I am outside, so if you hear anything, neighbors, dogs, animals, trucks, could be a litany of things. So just be aware. And I haven't done a cigar talk or a radio show in my home area in a year. I've been working on other things that I can't wait to show you guys and talk about. And this one's got a dead spot. I just found it. I hate the dead spots. This is a Perdomo, sun-grown, lot 23. I'm pretty happy with the Perdomas. I mean, you can go buy a $20 stick, $30 stick, $100 stick. It doesn't really matter your price range. There are some really good entry-level cigars that are really good, but you have to deal with quality issues like that. You see that hole right there? That's missing tobacco, where they either didn't wrap it too good, it didn't settle right, they didn't get enough stuffed in there, they were cheapening the cigar in the process, capitalism trying to make money. Whatever the case may be, but that dead spot right there, that is sometimes what you get in the lower priced cigars, even though this is a $20 stick. Well, I get them for slightly less than that, well, a lot less than that, but because I buy so many. My point is, don't go for the expensive cigar, because there are a lot of really good cigars that are in like the $15 to $25 range. I mean, there's a lot of good cigars that are in that range. I like a full flavor cigar. I like something that's got a bit of a punch, because when I'm not smoking these, I'm popping nicotine mints. It's not that I'm addicted, it's that I have read the research on a lot of the benefits that nicotine gives you for your brain, particularly for people that have, a history of Alzheimer's in their family, which I happen to do, or happen to have, and nicotine has been proven to be beneficial to slow that or even help for it not to occur. So that's one of the reasons why I smoke so many cigars and pop nicotine mints. Now, I don't do pouches. Yeah, I'm not some hippie about saving the earth. I do my part to try and be a good steward of the earth, because it's my home. I don't go out of my way to buy plastics. I try to have things that can be reusable. For instance, aluminum, glass. I try to get the things that we can use multiple times. Aluminum, I believe, is the only product that we make that can be recycled multiple times. Like, you can use it indefinitely. So I try to get aluminum bottles, aluminum water, aluminum as much as I can, even my vehicle. But anyway, that's beside the point. And I don't do the nicotine pouches that everybody's on, like the Zens, because that pouch is waste. And before long, you're going to have a ton of those lying around. And I don't do the chew because that comes with like the mess of having to spit and stuff like that. So the product that I found that works great for me is something that I don't do it a lot. I don't do it every day, but when I can't have all of the cigars that I normally have, which is, I'm at the point now where I'm about 6 to 10 a day, give or take, somewhere around there. I smoke them in my car. I smoke them in my house. I smoke them at the office because they help. It helps me stay focused. It helps me get, that little bit of boost that I need for the day. Sometimes I only get 4 in. Sometimes I can get 6 in. Sometimes I can get 10 in. The 10, those are good days. That means I wasn't too busy. So the nicotine mints are really, I take those when I either haven't had a cigar or I'm on the run a lot and it's just not feasible for me to have a cigar. And they're mints. They completely dissolve in my mouth. They come in a variety of flavors. They're really good. I'm not going to mention the company because I don't get sponsorship from them yet. Maybe we can work on that and get that fixed. But I do enjoy a nice cigar, even on cold, rainy days like today. Today is Monday. I want to say it's October 25th. I could be wrong on that. 26th, maybe? Somewhere around there. It's the last Monday of October 2025. And this is technically the first video of me, Nick B, being back home after running around doing things with radio companies, radio stations, to honor contracts that Nick B in the Morning had with them. That's a story for a whole nother day. But basically, when you sign a deal, whether it's a syndication deal or a pickup deal or a tryout deal or anything like that, you're in contract with them, and should you break that contract, they can sue you. And in order for me not to get sued, I try to go to the radio stations and basically play out the contract. I become their radio guy that does a bunch of stuff for them so that I don't get sued. This is now the second time this has happened to me. First time it happened because of a GM that I've talked about in length. He was the owner of the radio station that I was trying to purchase. Well, purchase because it was an LPFM and you don't really purchase those, but anyway. That was the Nick B show that I did with myself, LB, James and Courtney G, and JR. JR came in later. And then when that went away, it took me a couple of years to honor those contracts because I had to go all over, mostly Chicago, New York. Not actually Chicago, like cities outside of Chicago, but anyway. And Nick B in the Morning came, and we had those same kind of contracts that we had set up. So when Nick B in the Morning went away, I had to go honor those contracts because I did not want to get sued, because I'm still trying to make something of this, and when you do radio ownership and stuff like that, lawsuits and things don't really go over too well. But everything is where it needs to be. Everything is on a good path right now. We're redoing Nick B Radio. It's about to have a huge overhaul. About to start the podcasts back up again. The studio I'm finishing setting everything up this weekend, so I should be able to start recording and doing some things, and hopefully before the end of the year I'll have some big news for you guys on where you can listen to me. We are working to create Nickby Radio as an actual radio station, online radio station. We're looking for people that enjoy doing radio, that want to do shows. You can do music. You can do a music show. You can do, a talk show. You can do whatever you want. We're looking for people to be on the radio besides me. I do have a lot of shows. I've got my morning shows, which are currently, we're working to do replays of those, so you can listen to classic episodes of The Nick B Show, classic episodes of Nick B in the Morning. I don't have all of the episodes of Nick B, or The Nick B Show, because that general manager was a dick and erased them all. He claimed he put them on an external, but that external was bullshit. There was nothing on there. Anyway, so about a year of that is gone. I've got it on YouTube, but YouTube doesn't have all of the show, because there's sometimes when we wouldn't turn the mic on and things like that. We'd just forget, whatever. Because for me, that was one of my first times doing live video with a radio show. So yeah, there's some issues with the Nick B Show, but the episodes that I do have, we're kind of splicing them and putting them up. When we launch the new Nick B Radio, the classic episodes will be up. Kicking It with Nick B is every Friday. The countdown is going to be every weekend, every Saturday, and you'll be able to hear those exclusively on Nick B Radio. You can get the Nick B Radio app in the App Store for iOS devices and Apple CarPlay. We're working on getting back into Google Play. They changed a lot of their policies. And when I was working in radio, instead of working for myself, I didn't really pay attention to the emails. So that's the issue that we're working through. I got to figure out how we can get back on, because they changed their policies, and since we didn't update when they had their policies or whatever, now we got to figure out how to do that. So I'm talking with the people that help us publish our app and see what we got to do to put it back up in Google Play. But it should be up Google Play definitely before the end of November, hopefully. So lots of things going on. We have a new Nick B TV app that's going to be coming, and Nick B TV 2.0. We'll probably be launching that soon. We'll still have Nick B TV, but we're going to have a Nick B TV 2.0, which is going to be interesting. It's going to have, the shows are going to be streaming. All of my videos are going to be streaming. All of that is going to be a 24/7 thing when you go to Nick B TV 2.0, which will be up at Nick B Nation before too long. And the app that comes with that, because we're about to start doing some stuff. So, and we have a new app that'll be coming out hopefully next year. Just be patient. My political talk show will be coming back, which is kind of scary given what's happened to people that just wanted to talk, Charlie Kirk. But I'm also not somebody that shies away from things. So while I'm cautious about it, at the same time, I feel there's a lot of things that need to be said from the perspective that I have. I don't like being political. I'm not really one side or the other. I consider myself an anarchist. I've told y'all this several times. I'm an anarchist with conflictions, because I do yield to God. spiced. So it's going to be a good show when it comes back. We got some stuff that we need to talk about, though. Lots of stuff that we need to talk about. Anyway. A Day in the Life of Nick B will be premiering probably after the new year. All of our equipment, all of our camera equipment and everything. We got to get it all out, get it all back up, see what we got to update, see what we got to buy new. So yeah, looking forward to doing it. We'll be doing more lives, or I'll be doing more lives. LB and JR have talked to them about coming back for the show. We got a new show, completely different. It's not like anything we've done before. We've got a new co-host. So yeah, it's going to be interesting next year. Y'all need to stay tuned, though. I've already talked 16 minutes too much. It's the first cigar talk. Probably one of the only cigar talks of 2025. We'll have to see. But for now, hug your loved ones each and every day, because you never know when the good Lord will call them home. For every dark night, there's always a brighter day. And life is just a party, and parties weren't meant to last. I'll see y'all soon. Be watching nickbnation.com for all the updates. Follow me on all of my socials. I am at Nick B Talks, except on Instagram. I am at Nick B on Radio. I'll talk with y'all soon. Y'all be good.